The Museum of Klovićevi dvori stands out among dozens of museums in the Zagreb upper town. Today, this converted monastery shows the exhibition of the painter Jozo Kljaković. It's a retrospective exhibition on the occasion of 120 years since his birth and 40 years since his death. This Croatian artist, once very famous, has been rediscovered after decades of oblivion and neglect. Kljaković made many large paintings for Croatian institutions. One of them shows a fanciful medieval Zagreb. These rivals sometimes fought it out in the middle on the so-called Bloody Bridge. It is described by Petra Senjanović, who organized the exhibition. A characteristic feature of Kljaković are monumental heroic figures. Here you can see a man throwing a rock. He used this motif several times. It actually depicts the rock-throwing competitors that were traditionally popular in Dalmatia, his region of birth. He also illustrated books like this epic poem about Turkish wars. Before his life took a turn for the worse, Kljaković drew caricatures. The original size of this caricature is 4 by 8 meters, possibly Europe's largest caricature. It shows the bacchanal of artists, who are the painters' colleagues, the professors at the Zagreb Academy of Art. Frangesh, Kerdić, Robert Aur, who pulls the cart, then Krizman, Rački, Čikoš Sesija, and the Academy Dean Valdek, who rides a mount of his own design. Like a hermit saint, the artist stays away from the crowd. Kljaković studied in Prague, Rome, Geneva, and Paris. He corresponded with the greatest artistic names. The world-famous sculptor Ivan Meštrović was his great friend, influence, and rival. They were both arrested under the Nazi regime, and Kljaković decided to leave Croatia. This crowning of Christ was exhibited at the Venice Biennale in 1942, when Kljaković was still under house arrest, after he was released from prison with Meštrović. In 1943, he emigrated from Rome and Buenos Aires. When communist Yugoslavia was created, he wouldn't return there either. He eventually came back in 1968, only to die a year later. Aside from religious and historic themes, Kljaković loved to paint the seaside subject from his native Dalmatia. His works are scattered all over the world, such as the mosaics on the Croatian Institute of St. Jerome in Rome. His complex personality shines through the portraits made by his contemporaries. This exhibition pays a debt that was long due to a major figure of Croatian art.